The sky was heavy for so long, dark clouds over everything. We held our breath inside the storm, afraid of what it brings. The thunder spoke in broken words, and lightning split the truth. We stood beneath the pouring sky, with nothing left to lose. But even storms grow tired of raging through the night. When the storm has passed and the silence settles in, we'll find the light where the dark had been. Through the shattered glass, through the tears we hide, there's a softer sky on the other side. After the rain, love learns to breathe again. The streets still shine with yesterday, reflections of the pain. But somewhere in the quiet dawn, the sun breaks through the gray. Your hand is warmer than before, no thunder in your eyes. We don't need to run from clouds, we've seen them fade with time. Because the sky remembers how to turn from blue to gold. When the storm has passed and the air feels clean and new, we'll stand beneath a clearer view. Through every crash, through every fall, we were never lost at all. After the rain, hearts can rise again. Maybe pain was only teaching us to grow. Maybe love survives the hardest winds that blow. And every drop that fell was washing fear away, leaving room for brighter days. When the storm has passed and the sky turns white and bright, we'll see how strong we were that night. Through the darkest hour, through the pouring rain, we didn't break, we just changed. After the rain, love remains.
I've been walking through the silence with your shadow by my side. Every road I thought was freedom just led me back inside. The nights are cold without you, every star feels out of place. No matter where I wander, I still see your face. I try to outrun what we had, but love keeps pulling me back. So I run back into your arms, through the fire, through the dark, through the broken parts. I don't care how far or how long it's been, you're the only place I've ever felt at home in. When the world falls through and there's nothing left to prove, I run. Let this moment be the truth. If there's one place I belong, it's with you. So I run with everything I am, through the storm, through the shame, through what we couldn't mend. If love is worth the fall, then I'll fall right through. Every road I take leads me back to you. I run back into your arms, back into your heart, back to you.
I still pass the corner cafe where we used to sit for hours. I swear I see you in the window, between the light and shadows. Your name still lights up in my mind, like it never left my phone. But I don't know if you still feel as alone when the night gets quiet and there's nothing left to do. Do your thoughts drift back like mine still do? Do you feel it still when the rain falls down, when a song we loved comes back around? Does your heart skip a beat when you hear my name? Or am I the only one holding on to yesterday? Tell me when the lights are low and there's no one else to hold. Do you miss me too? I kept the sweater that you left hanging by the door. I tried to pack it far away, but I couldn't anymore. Every city feels the same, every road leads back to you. I wonder if your nights feel heavy too. When you close your eyes before you fall asleep, do you ever feel the space where I should be? Do you feel it still when the silence grows, when the world moves on, but your heart won't go? Do you trace my face in the dark like I do? Or am I just a memory that faded out for you? Tell me when the night is through and you're staring at the moon. Do you miss me too? Oh, maybe we were just a moment, maybe we were meant to end. But why does every broken piece still bend toward you again? If love can disappear, why does it feel so true? Do you feel it still in the quiet of your room, when the sky turns gray and the morning comes too soon? Do you ever wish we could press rewind? Or am I the only one still caught in time? There's a silence in the hallway where your laughter used to live. Every corner holds a memory of all we tried to give. The mirror shows a stranger with shadows in his eyes, but somewhere in the broken there's a spark that hasn't died. Maybe losing you was finding something new. From here I rise, from the ashes of goodbye, from the tears I couldn't hide, from the long and restless nights. From here I stand with the pieces in my hands, learning who I am without you in the frame. This is where the hurt ends, this is where I begin again. I walk through every memory like streets I used to know. Some led me back to heartache, some taught me how to grow. Your name still echoes softly, but it doesn't pull me down. The weight I used to carry is lighter somehow. Every scar reminds me I survived the fall. From here I rise, from the silence you left behind, from the parts of me confined, from the fear I couldn't fight. From here I breathe in a space that's finally free, where the past can reach and the future calls my name. This is where the dark fades, this is where I begin again. Maybe love was never meant to stay the way it starts. Maybe endings are just doors hidden in our hearts. If I never lost you, would I know my strength? From here I rise with a fire in my veins, through the doubt, through the pain, through the lessons love has made. From here I run toward a brighter sun, toward the man I'm becoming. No more living in what's been. This is where I begin again. We stood on fragile ground before, with shaking hands and open hearts. We felt the wind against our wings before we knew where to start. Every fall has left a mark, every tear has left a trace. But every time we almost broke, we found a little grace. Maybe love was never meant to rise without the fear. We're still learning sky, still survived. Our love may tremble in the wind, but it still dares to rise. We've walked through storms together, when the clouds refused to part, held on to each other when the rain was in our hearts. There were words we couldn't say, and silence we misunderstood, but even in the breaking we found something good. Every time we chose to stay, we built another wing. We're still learning sky, still reaching for the light. Not perfect, not afraid to fight another fight. Every fall we take only teaches us to climb. Every wound becomes a light in our design. Our love bends beneath the storm, but it won't say goodbye. Maybe flying isn't about never touching ground. Maybe it's about believing we can turn back around. If you hold my hand, I won't be afraid of how high we go. We're still learning sky, still chasing something bright. Through the tears, through the fire, through the endless night. We don't need to know how the story will unwind, as long as you're beside my side. Our love may still be learning, but it's learning how to fly. The door still closes softly, like you just walked away. Your shadow lingers in the light at the end of every day. I hear you in the hallway, in footsteps not my own. The quiet feels familiar, but it's colder now alone. Time moves on like nothing changed, but my heart still calls your name. In the spaces you left behind, there's a sound that never ends, a whisper in the back of my mind, like we're talking once again. Every silence carries you, every war still gives. You may be gone from sight, but your voice still lives. The mirror holds a memory of who we used to be. I catch your smile in passing, like it's reaching out to me. The take alone. Feels like walking through the past. I thought goodbye would quiet all the noise inside, but in the spaces you left behind, there's an echo in my chest, a rhythm I can't redefine, a ghost I can't forget. Every midnight thought of you still gently gives. You're not here in my arms, but your voice still lives. Maybe love doesn't disappear. Maybe it just changes form, from holding hands in daylight to keeping hearts warm. If memory is all I have, it's more than I can give, because somewhere in the quiet you still live. In the spaces you left behind, there's a sound that won't let go, a trace of you in every line of the life I thought I'd know. Every breath I take alone still forgives. You may have walked away, but your voice still lives.
I knew the moment that you touched me, there was no turning back. Like lightning striking open skies across a world gone black. Every warning sign was flashing, every fear was loud, but I'd rather stand beside you than be safe inside the crowd. If loving you's a wildfire, then let the flames climb higher. Set my heart on fire, let it blaze through the night. If it burns, let it burn for something real this time. I walk through every flame, I stand in every spark. If losing you is darkness, then I choose the fire over dark. Let the ashes fall, let the embers start anew. If I'm going down in flames, I'll burn for you. You're the heat beneath my skin, the pulse I can't ignore. Every kiss a revolution, every touch a war. We're dancing on the edge now, with nothing left to hide. But I've never felt more alive than right here by your side. If loving you's a risk, then I'll take it without regret. Set my heart on fire, let it light the sky. If it breaks,
Set my heart on fire, let it rise and roar. Through the smoke, through the ash, I'll love you even more. If passion is a battlefield, then I'll see it through. 'Cause even in the blaze, my heart belongs to you. Let the sparks ignite, let the sky turn blue. If I'm burning tonight, I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Your footsteps still follow down these empty halls, like whispers off the ceiling that never truly fall. I turn when I hear you, but there's nobody there. Just the ghost of something hanging in the air. I know the sound is fading, but I can't let it go. I'm running through the silence, trying to find your voice, chasing every shadow like I still have a choice. Every broken memory still pulls me back again. I'm reaching for the pieces of what we might have been, but all I ever find are echoes in the wind. The nights repeat your laughter in corners of my mind. I replay every moment like I'm rewinding time. The city feels familiar, but nothing feels the same. I'm calling out your name through the falling rain. I know the past is distant, but it still feels close. I'm running through the silence where your heartbeat used to be, chasing after fragments that won't return to me. Every fading photograph still burns behind my eyes. I'm holding on to memories that slowly say goodbye, but all I ever hear are echoes in the night. Oh, maybe love was only meant to leave a trace behind, a sound that never fully dies inside a restless mind. If I stop moving, will the silence stay? Or will it finally fade away? I'm running through the silence, no matter where it goes, through the quiet aftermath of everything we chose. If I close my eyes, I swear you're still with me. But when I reach for you, there's only empty space to see. I keep chasing something that's already gone, just echo.
I'm holding on.
I saw your face across the room, like nothing ever changed. The years fell from your shoulders, like they were rearranged. We've walked through different seasons, different skies and roads, but somehow every path I took still led me close. Time may write its story in lines upon our skin, but some things never fade, they just grow deeper within. Through all this time, through every tear we cried, through the miles and the silence, you were always on my mind. Through all this time, though we let go and tried to forget what we were, something never died. Somewhere between then and now, love survived. We were young and restless, chasing different dreams, too afraid to hold on to what love really means. But standing here before you, I finally understand what we had was never lost, just waiting for our hands. Maybe love is patient, even when we're not. Through all this time, through the changes we've become, through the doors we closed and the places we would run, through all this time, past the hurt and pride, every broken moment was something we survived. Somewhere between goodbye and now, love stayed alive. If we could rewrite the pages, would we change a thing? Or did every wrong turn teach our hearts to sing? Maybe distance only showed what was always true, that every road I traveled still ended with you. Through all this time, through the long unknown, through every night I felt I was alone. Through all this time, no matter where we'd roam, there was always a place that felt like home. After all the years we've grown, I still choose you. The world grows quiet after dark, when shadows lose their name. The stars stars begin their whispered talk, and nothing feels the same. Your hand is warm in midnight air, your heartbeat close to mine. In the hush of everything, we're perfectly aligned. No crowded room, no blinding light, just you and me inside the night. Beneath the silver sky, where time is standing still, every fear we try to hide loses all its will. In the glow of quiet stars, we don't have to pretend. Underneath the moonlight, love begins again. The moonlight paints your silhouette in shades of soft and blue. Every word we never said feels honest, finally true. The night doesn't rush our hearts, it lets them slowly speak. In this fragile, tender dark, we're stronger in our weak. No tomorrow, no goodbye, just this moment passing by. Beneath the silver sky, where the world falls away, every broken piece inside finds a place to stay. In the quiet after doubt, we don't have to defend. Underneath the moonlight, love begins again. Maybe daylight asks too much, maybe truth prefers the night, where we can lay our armor down and let the stars decide. If the sun should pull us apart, when morning comes too soon, I'll still remember who we were under the moon. Beneath the silver sky, where forever feels close, every fragile part of us is what we love the most. If the world forgets our names, let the night defend. Underneath the moonlight, love will never end. We used to speak in constellations, now we barely say a word. Silence fills the space between us, louder than it ever was heard. Your eyes don't hold me like they did, they drift somewhere I can't see. We're standing in the same room, but you're not here with me. Tell me when the light grew thin, when did we stop letting each other in? We're somewhere in between. The actual truth, somewhere in between. Somewhere in between. Your touch feels like a memory fading in my hands. We're dancing on a fault line, trying hard to stand. Every promise hanging like pictures on a wall, still there, we're barely holding, like we're about to fall. Tell me, do you feel it too? Or am I the only one losing you? We're somewhere in between the fire and the smoke it leaves. Not quite gone, not quite alive, just echoes in the breeze. I'm calling out across the dark, but you don't answer it. We're drifting in a quiet space, somewhere in between. Somewhere in between. If love is wanting, hold it on. Why does letting go feel wrong? Are we afraid to say goodbye, or scared that we were right? Maybe we're just holding the ghost of what we knew, trying to find ourselves again between me and you. We're somewhere in between. The tears we hide, tears we show, not brave enough to walk away, not strong enough to hold. If there's a way to find the spark before the lights grow dim, then meet me where our hearts still beat. Somewhere in between. Somewhere in between.
The room still holds your shadow in corners where we used to stand. Your laughter lingers softly like dust upon my hands. The picture frames are silent, but they whisper when I pass. Every wall remembers what we thought would last. Time can move the seasons on, but some things don't move on. 'Cause what still remains is the sound of your name in the quiet after midnight, calling through the pain. What still remains is the warmth in the rain. Every tear that falls still carries you the same. We may be gone, but the memory remains. Your sweater on the chair still smells like yesterday. I try to pack it up, but I just walk away. The streets we used to wander feel different now at night. Every corner glows with your fading light. I tell life again. You'll always live somewhere beneath my skin. What still remains is the beat of your heart, somewhere deep inside me, where it won't fall apart. What still remains is a spark in the flame. Even when the fire's gone, the ember stays the same. We say goodbye, but memory remains. The light still falls the way it did across the window pane, and sometimes in the quiet I hear you say my name. The world has kept on turning, seasons come and go, but something in my heart refuses to let go. Time can steal the moment, but not the meaning it became. You're forever in the quiet, between each breath I take, in the space where silence lingers after hearts begin to break. Though the days keep moving forward and the sky keeps changing hue, there's a part of me that's timeless, still holding on to you. Your shadow walks beside me on roads I walk alone, and in the darkest hours I feel I'm not alone. Photographs may fade, voices may grow dim, but love like ours, life's deeper than the skin. Distance never measured what we truly were. You're forever in the quiet, in every falling tear, in the way the night grows softer when your memory draws near. Even if the world forgets the story that we knew, my soul will keep a place for you. Maybe eternity isn't time, maybe it's the trace of someone who once touched your life and never left that place. If love can outlive goodbye, then I don't need a sign. You're written in the deepest parts of mine. You're forever in the quiet, in every dawn I face, in the warmth behind the sunlight on an empty space. Though the years may carry on and seasons shift their view, there's a love that never ended. It just lives in me and you. Forever in the quiet, forever shine.
If the sun forgets to rise and paints the sky in gray, if every promise that we made starts to drift away, if the world rewrites our names on pages we don't know, will you still feel my hand if morning lets you go? Time can blur the edges of everything we've known, but love is more than memory, it's something we've outgrown. If tomorrow loses track of who we used to be, if every photograph we have fades silently, I will carry in every breath I take. Even if the dawn forgets, my heart won't make that mistake. If your voice grows distant like echoes in the rain, if the words forever sound fragile with the pain, if we wake as strangers in the world we can't control, I will find you in the dark and guide you home, because love isn't just the days, it's the space between. If tomorrow turns its back on everything we knew, if the light begins to crack and skies lose their blue, I will stand beside you through whatever breaks. Even if the morning forgets, my heart remembers your shape. Maybe time is only borrowed, maybe nothing stays, but what we felt was real enough to outlive passing days. If memories fall like leaves and scatter in the wind, I will gather every piece and hold you once again. If tomorrow lets you go and steals your name from mine, if the years erase the lines we drew in time, I will still believe in what we couldn't fake. Even if the world forgets, my heart will never break, because love like this doesn't fade away. Even if tomorrow forgets, I'll remember you always. No fireworks in the sky, no diamonds in the dark, just your hand inside of mine, a steady beating heart. And no promises in neon lights, no castles by the sea, just quiet nights and simple words that mean the world to me. We don't need forever spelled out in the stars. All I need is right here, exactly where we are. It's just us in a room full of noise, just us making simple choices. No grand design, no perfect plan, just you and me learning how to stand. If love is easy, let it be just us. Is enough for me. laughter in the kitchen feels more than gold. We don't chase the world outside or try to prove a thing. We find our peace in ordinary and call it everything. Maybe love's not louder than the life we live. Maybe it's in small things we choose to give. It's just us, through the highs and lows, just us, where the quiet grows. No perfect words, no grand parade, just the little vows we never say. Love is steady, wild and free, just us is enough for me. No spotlight shining, no crowded room, just whispered hopes under a silver moon. If the world keeps turning, let it spin, as long as I'm with you in it. It's just us, no need to pretend, just us, through beginning to end. No fairy tales, no silver dove, just waking up and calling it love. If love is simple, let it be just us is everything to me. It's not the way you say my name or how you still not breath. It's how you stay when storms roll in and love is put to test. It's not the sparks that light the dark or butterflies at night. It's how you hold my shaking hands when nothing feels right. Love isn't perfect, it bends but doesn't break. Ooh, this is what we are, not flawless, not afraid. Two hearts learning how to stay when everything could fade. This is what we choose through the scars and truth. Standing in the open with nothing left to prove. It's not just how we fall, it's how we rise above. If you asked me what is love, this is love. Quiet Sunday morning, it's coffee going cold. It's laughter in our kitchen growing old. It's saying I was wrong before the night is through. It's finding strength in us instead of me. Perfect when walking would be easy. Maybe love is saying I'm here when it's uneasy. It's not the fairy tale we dreamed of long ago. It's something even better because we let it grow. This is what we are, through the fire and rain, through every loss and gain, through joy and through pain. This is what we give, with open hearts and trust, not just desire. It's not just how we fall or how the sparks move. If you asked me what is love, it's what we choose. This is the way you say my name. It's not the way you say my name. It's not the way you say my I hear your voice in empty streets, between the spaces of the beats. A fading sound I can't outpace. It follows me from place to place. Your laughter lingers in the air, like something broken still away. I turn around but no one's there, just hollow walls and quiet stairs. Every step I take moves further from the truth, but every road keeps leading back to you. I'm running through the silence, chasing what remains of whispers in the distance, calling out your name. I reach into the quiet, but it slips right through my hands. I'm holding on to echoes I don't understand. If love is gone, then why does it still feel so close? I'm running through the silence, chasing your ghost. Your city lights blur into gray, like memories that won't decay. decay. We said goodbye without a sound, but somehow you're still around. Your sidewalks beside my own. In crowded rooms I feel alone. Every melody I hear still carries you, still draws you near. I tell myself the past is just a phase, but your reflection lingers in my days. I'm running through the silence, searching every room for fragments of the fire that faded far too soon. I call into the night, but only hear the wind, still tracing all the outlines of where we might have been if time has moved ahead. Why am I standing still, running through the silence against my will? Maybe echoes are mistakes, maybe they're the proof that something once was strong enough to shake the truth. And maybe letting go is louder than goodbye. Maybe love just learns to live where it can't die. I'm running through the silence, though I know you're not there. Through corridors of memory and unanswered prayer. If I stop chasing shadows, will they finally fade? Or are we just two hearts that time misled until the quiet breaks? Or I finally let it go. I'll be running through the silence of your echo. The sky breaks open over me, a silver lake, a memory. Each drop that falls upon my skin feels like where you once have been. The streets reflect a fractured light, like pieces of us in the night. I walk alone, but still I hear your distant voice, so crystal clear. Every tear the heavens cry washes truth I can't deny. In the whispers through the storm, I feel your heart begin to form, like echoes falling from above, a quiet resurrection of love. Through the rain, through the pain, The thunder rolls across the sky like words we never said goodbye. Lightning rides across the dark, every unfinished fragile spark. But in the chaos of the rain, there's something gentle in the pain, as if the storm was meant to show what only broken hearts can know. Not every ending disappears, some live on between the tears. In the whispers through the storm, I find the shape of what was warm, like shadows dancing in the gray, refusing simply to fade away. Through the night, through the fall, through the silence of it all, I hear you in the pouring sky, not gone, just passing by. Maybe love was never lost, just carried in the falling drops. Maybe every drop of rain returns us to ourselves again. If healing sounds like distant chimes, and yours still rings inside my mind. In the whispers through the storm, I rise where I was once undone. For every tear that leaves my face washes sorrow into grace. Through the rain, I finally see your love still living inside me, not as pain I can't explain, but as echoes in the but every word still breaks the locks of doors I thought I'd close for good, like I always said I would. Your picture's gone from off the wall, but shadows still begin to fall across the places you once stood, in ways I never understood. I tried to let the silence win, but silence always lets you in. When the dust of us has settled and the tears have dried like rain, when the world keeps turning forward, it's your memory that remains, like a fire beneath the ashes, like a scar beneath the skin. No matter how I try to run, you're where I've always been. When everything pass by and the world forgets our names, when the light has faded low, still your memory remains. Not as sorrow, not as blame, but as proof we were aflame. Even if the fire is gone, the warmth still remains. In the quiet of the evening air, I feel the shape of you still there, like footsteps fading down the hall, a distant echo I recall. Your laughter lingers in between the fragile spaces I have seen. In every pause and every view, there's something left of you. I try to silence every trace, but memory won't leave this place. Softly you remain, like a whisper in the rain, falling through my restless mind, gentle, undefined. In the hush before I sleep, in the promises I keep, though the world has moved away, softly you remain. The midnight spills across the floor, like nights we shared and wanted more. A fragile warmth upon my skin, where love once quietly lived within. The air still carries something sweet, a ghost of you in every heartbeat. And though I walk this road alone, your presence feels like home. Some loves don't fade, they rearrange. They live inside the smallest shape. Softly you remain, like a melody of pain, floating through the silent dark, leaving just a spark. In the corners of my soul, in the spaces I can't control, though the seasons drift away, softly you remain. Maybe love was never meant to disappear without a dent. Maybe hearts don't say goodbye, they simply learn to live with why. And even when the lights grow dim, there's still a trace of you within. Softly you remain, not as sorrow, not as blame, but as proof that once we burned, and something real was earned. In the quiet afterglow, through the loss I can't explain, go I've learned to walk alone. Your whisper is my own. where you remain. The lights go out, the world grows thin. That's when your memory slips back in, like shadows crawling up the walls, answering when silence calls. I try to drown you in the noise and broken dreams and careless choices, but every time the dark appears, you're louder than my fears. In the quiet where I fall apart, you're the echo in my heart. These voices beneath the night, they pull me closer to your light. Through every doubt, through every lie, you're the truth I can't deny. When the world fades out of sight and nothing feels right, I hear you calling through the fight. In voices beneath the night, your name still burns beneath my skin, like a war I couldn't win. We tried to bury what we knew, but love doesn't fade on cue. Every heartbeat feels too loud in empty rooms and faceless crowds. No matter where I try to hide, you're breathing by my side. I swore I'd let the past release, but you disturb my fragile peace. These voices beneath the night, they whisper wrong and feel so right. Through shattered calm and sleepless hours, you're the ache within my power. When the silence holds me tight and I lose the fight, I feel you just beyond my sight. In voices beneath the night, maybe love was never clean, maybe scars are where we've been, maybe darkness isn't fear if it's the place you still appear. If I could silence every sound, would your echo still be found? These voices beneath the night, they tear me open to the light. Through every shadow, every flame, I still breathe your name. When the dawn begins to rise and truth won't hide, you're the fire I can't outrun, the war that's never done. These voices beneath the night, are you, or just what's left inside? The room is quiet, barely breathing, like it knows what we're not saying. Your fingers tremble in my hand, as if time might understand. The world outside keeps moving on, but here it feels already gone. We stand between the now and then, not knowing where to begin. If this is where our story bends, let it linger for a moment. Give me one more hold before we let it fall. One more heartbeat close before we lose it all. Let the seconds slow
silence break. If this is our last embrace, let it never fade. Your breath is warm against my skin, a fragile fire wearing thin. I memorize the way you feel, as if that makes it real. We both pretend we'll be okay when we finally walk away. But in your eyes I clearly see you're breaking just like me. If goodbye must take its place, let it find us face to face. Give me one more hope before the night grows cold. One more whispered word before the truth is told. Let the moment stay just a breath longer. If this is where we part, hold me stronger. Maybe love was never meant to last beyond this line. Maybe some forevers only borrowed time. But even if the dawn arrives and pulls us into separate skies, this touch will always live between our lives. Give me one more hope before we turn to memory. One more fragile hope of what we used to be. Let the world fade out, let the tears erase. If this is our last embrace, let it stay in place. Even when we walk away, and time rewrites the page. Somewhere in the dark, we'll still be in that last embrace. We used to fill the room with sound. Now even whispers don't resound. Your eyes don't linger like before. They drift away toward the door. The space between our fingertips feels wider than the ocean is. We speak in careful, fragile tones, like strangers on the phone. It's not the fighting that I fear, it's how we disappear. We're fading into silence, word by fragile word, drowning in the quiet of things we never heard. No slammed doors, no broken glass, just moments slowly turning past. We're losing what we never said to the quiet between us. I miss the way you said my name, like it meant something more than flame. Now it falls so incomplete, barely landing at my feet.
pretending that we're doing fine, but in the hush behind your stare, I know you're no longer there. It's not the tears that make me weep, it's how we choose not to speak. We're fading into silence, breath by fragile breath, holding on to shadows of why we almost care. No final scene, no last goodbye, just empty echoes asking why. We're watching love grow thin in the quiet between us. Maybe love doesn't explode, maybe it erodes and pauses in delays, in unreturned gaze. Maybe hearts don't break apart, they slowly drift in dark. We're fading into silence, like daylight into night. No sudden fall from grace, just slowly losing light. If I reach across this space, would you still feel the same? Or are we just two memories, too tired to remain? We're fading into silence, and I don't know how to stop it, but I still hear your heartbeat in the quiet between us. We were a fire in the summer air, burning bright without a care. Every touch felt like a spark, lighting up the dark. We said forever like a vow, believed it then, believe it now. But somewhere in the in-between, we lost what we had seen. It wasn't lack of love that changed, it was the weight we couldn't name. We tried to hold the flame, but flames were never meant to stay. We gave it all we had to give, still watched it slip away. No blame in your eyes, no anger in mine, just two hearts learning that love needs more than time. We tried to make it stay, but some loves drift away. We fought for breath, held on tighter than we should have kept, afraid that letting go would mean it wasn't real, just a dream. But truth is quiet when it speaks, it finds us in our weakest weeks. And sometimes love is letting go, even when it hurts the most. Again to teach, not less. We try to hold the flame, and maybe that's enough. We learn the shape of trust, we learn the cost of love. And even if we walk away with tears we cannot hide, I'll never say we failed. We simply reach the tide. We try to make it stay, but some loves light the way. Then fade. The night descends in whispered blue, a silver hush surrounding you. Your shadow dances on the wall like something fragile about to fall. The moon hangs quiet in the sky, a silent witness to your eyes. And every breath between us feels like secrets only night reveals. We speak in silence, soft and pale, hidden beneath the silver veil. Beneath the silver veil tonight, we trace our hearts in borrowed light. No world beyond this quiet glow, no need for truth the dark won't show. Your touch like stardust on my skin, a fragile place we're trembling in, where love is soft and never loud, just whispered through the midnight cloud. The wind moves gently through your hair, a sacred stillness in the air. Your name rests softly on my tongue, like half a song left still unsung. The stars above begin to fade, but still our shadows gently stay, as if the Beneath the silver veil we stay, where time dissolves and fades away. And even when the morning calls, the moonlight lingers on our walls. For somewhere past the break of dawn, the night we built is never gone. It lives within the quiet veil, forever under moons soft veil. When the morning finds your sleeping face, I see a light no time could ever erase. Through every storm, through every fall, your hand has been my shelter through it all. The world can change like restless seas, but you are still my certainty. In every breath and every tone, with you I've always felt at home. If forever had a heartbeat sound, it would echo when you're around. Always my only, my heart is yours to hold. Through fire and silence, through growing young and old, no shadow could divide us, no distance pull apart. For every road that waits ahead leads back into your heart. Forever isn't long enough to love you as I do. Always my only, I belong to you. When doubt whispers in the night, you are the calm, you are the light. Every dream I dare to chase finds its meaning in your embrace. The years may paint our hair with gray, but love like this won't fade away. It grows deeper with each tear, stronger with each passing year. If time forgets our mortal name, it won't forget this steady flame. Always my only, my heart is yours to keep. Through whispered promises and secrets that we keep, no mountain stands between us, no silence breaks the vow. For every breath I'll ever take is written with you now. Forever isn't long enough to show you what is true. Always my only, I belong to you. When the stars fall from the sky and the oceans all run dry, still my love will find its way past the edge of night and day. Even when this life is through, I'll still be reaching out for you. Always my only, beyond the hands of time. Through every broken moment, through every mountain climb, no ending could erase us, no darkness dim this view. If love light falls soft across my skin, like whispered words you once let in. Your silence lingers in the air, a ghost of love still waiting there. I close my eyes but you remain, a fragile echo in the rain. Every corner of this room still carries traces of your perfume. I try to outrun what we were, but memory moves like a quiet blur. In the places where your shadow stays, I still hear you call my name, like a candle burning slow in the dark that doesn't let you go. I walk through rooms of yesterday where love refuses to decay. No matter how I turn away, your shadow stays. The mirror holds your fading light, a silhouette in silver night. I reach for air that once was you, but all I find is empty blue. The stars above don't shine the same since heaven learned to speak your name. Even time has slowed its pace, as if it mourns your vanished face. The heart remembers what it knew, even when the world says we